AEW All Out takes place September 20th. That's this Saturday. Let's take a look at these matches. All right, so we have a Tornado Tailgate Brawl. So that's Team Harley, Mina, Queen Aminata, Willow versus Megan Bain, Ford, in the Triangle of Madness, Julia Hart and Sky Blue. I'm not really crazy about this match, and I actually, well, they did, mention that this match would take place. They mentioned it on Dynamite. I think Team Willow. I think that Team Willow is going to win this match. Not really excited about this. It's just like one of those matches. It's kind of like a throwaway match for me. All right, and then this next match right here. Not really a fan of this match either. Well, I'm not crazy about it. I haven't seen the match yet, but I'm not crazy about it because I'm not crazy about these two wrestlers. Daniel Garcia versus Shibata. Daniel Garcia. I think he's gonna win. All right, now the next match. This is a tag team match. Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs versus the Workhorsemen. And you know what? I'm thinking that they were probably promoting this match on Collision because I don't remember this match being brought up on AEW Dynamite. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs, AEW is dropping the ball on Powerhouse Hobbs because I feel like they could build him into a star. I feel like at this point he shouldn't be with a team. We should have him, just destroying people, but it is what it is. All right, this match right here, this is another tag team match, and that's Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR. And I am really excited, to see this match, to see what the guys will do in the ring. I'm thinking, Edge and Christian, they're going to be, the hometown heroes or whatever. I think that they're going to win. But then I'm thinking, because with this program, they could really, they could prolong it a little. So will they give FTR the win? Will they surprise us? I'm thinking Edge and Christian, but we shall see. And I think about it, the build up to this match hasn't been the best. I feel like what they did on AEW Dynamite from September 17th yesterday, that got me more into it. And why couldn't we have more of that stuff before? The only thing I didn't like about the promo from AEW Dynamite, that hey, from FTR, this would have been a dream match. Stop talking about dream matches. We don't need to hear that. That's just nonsense. We need to hear, why are you guys going after each other? And they mentioned that during the promo. But these dream matches, we don't need to bring that up. I'm the best wrestler. We don't need to bring that up. We need to bring up, like, I'm gonna take care of business. I'm gonna knock your butt out because you did this to me. You took advantage of me, or whatever the case is. All right, let me shut up. And then we got the Hurt Syndicate versus this is a trio match. It's the Hurt Syndicate. Bobby, Shelton, and MVP versus Ricochet and his two goofs that he no, and Ricochet's gang. So I think that the Hurt Syndicate, they should win. We should move on from this. The Hurt Syndicate, they should not have. I don't know why Tony Khan took the titles off of them. It just did not make any sense. The Hurt Syndicate, they could have just really continued to not build them up because they are already stars, but just really put them in programs against people like, Edge and Christian, FTR. We could have, prolonged the Hurt Syndicate being the tag team champions. So I don't understand that call, but it is what it is. All right. This match right here, this is for the AEW TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné versus Riho. Mercedes Moné is going to win. If Riho, it would be so funny if Riho beats Mercedes Moné. My goodness, I can't get it out. But yeah, Mercedes is gonna win. I think at this point they need to, Mercedes Moné. She has what, 9 belts? Like, what? Why does she have so many belts? And these belts, from other, organizations, other wrestling companies, It's why is it important? They haven't explained that. And I'm just Mercedes, I'm not a fan. I used to really like her, but now it's just really bad television whenever she's on screen. Like her promos are not good. They're horrible. Her matches, she's had some decent matches, but then after a while it's like, okay, it's you have these long matches and then you always end up winning. It's just like, come on. Why couldn't AEW push Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander? Those are the two wrestlers, and there's a few others, in the women division that should have been pushed instead of Mercedes Moné being pushed like this because it's not going anywhere. So whatever. All right. So Darby Allin versus John Moxley. This is a coffin match. I think my man Darby Allin should win. I really want John Moxley to go away for some time, and I'm also the Death Riders. They need to go away as well because I'm tired of them. They need to be off of TV for at least 5 months. But yes, give the match to Darby Allin. All right, so this match right here, this is another match. I can't wait to see this. I like these two guys. Mark Briscoe versus MJF. And this, what is this? A tables in the thumb, what does it say? Thumbtacks? Oh yeah, tables in thumbtacks match. A tables in thumbtacks match. I can't get it out. Tables in thumbtacks match. So this, I was like, is that? It just looks weird to me. Okay, so this, I don't know what this is, but yeah. So with this match, I think I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Mark Briscoe and MJF, they can go in the ring. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking MJF, but then I'm thinking I heard that he has a movie coming up. So will they give Mark Briscoe the win, and will MJF take off some time from AEW? Even though I feel like he just came back to AEW because he was filming, what is the name of that movie? Adam Sandler's latest movie, Happy Gilmore 2. So this could go either way. I'm thinking MJF, but I could see Mark Briscoe winning. Will Tony Khan, will he decide to push will he decide to push Mark Briscoe? I feel like it's time. The guy should have been pushed a long time ago, but now he can make it right. All right, so this match right here, this is a fatal four-way match, and this is for the AEW Women's World Championship. And this is, we have Miss Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Tekla. I think Tony Storm is going to retain her championship. And I feel like this could be a really good match. I like, Chris Statlander. She's my favorite, my favorite female wrestler in AEW. I like Jamie Hayter. With Jamie Hayter, I feel like I said it funny the first time. With Jamie Hayter, I feel like that look that she has, the 70s look, she needs to let that go. I don't know what's going on. It just looks like she's from that 70s show or Scooby Dooby Doo. It just like she needs to, I don't know, she needs a stylist or something because her, that look is not working. And then also Tony Storm, she's good as well. But I think Tony's going to retain. I would like for Chris Statlander to win this match, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so this match right here, this is for the AEW World Championship. Let me say the Men's World Championship because Adam Page and Kyle Fletcher, they keep on reminding us that they are fighting for the Men's World Championship. I never thought that they were going to fight for the Women's Championship, but they had to explain that to us. So whatever. But I think Adam Page, I think he's going to retain. I really like I really like Kyle Fletcher. I feel like they shouldn't be having this match right now with Kyle Fletcher. I feel like, since he is, what championship does he have? The TNT championship. Since he has that championship, I feel like he should focus on that championship and they really should continue to build up Kyle Fletcher. I don't think that he needs to face Adam Page right now, unless if they were going to put the title on him. But I feel like it's too soon. So, it is, this is one of the matches that, Adam Page is going to win. And also, there's if any member of the Don Callis family, if they interfere, Kyle Fletcher will be disqualified, and he will be stripped of his AEW TNT championship. All right, so okay, so this and then we have, what is this? This is an AEW Unified Championship match right here, and this is Okada versus Takesha versus Dorada. How do you say this? Dorada. Dorada, right? Yeah, whatever. Dorada. I don't know. Dorada. Who is Dorada? Hold on. Do I know who he is? I feel like I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm not sure if I know. I'm not. Whatever. So anyway, Okada's gonna win. I think he's gonna win the match. Yes, I feel like um Okada. I haven't really been crazy about his work, but yes, he's gonna retain. And I feel like Takasha, he's one of those guys. He should be pushed. I don't know why AEW or why Tony Khan has not pushed this guy. Where, you have to give us the stars and you have to make these other wrestlers stars. People like Hobbs, Takasha, Fletcher, not Flex, yeah, Kyle Fletcher. You have to push them because they have so much potential and you have to get them to be main eventers. So he's really lacking in that area, Tony Khan, that is. All right, so this next match right here, I don't know why they're having this match, but they are having it. Big Bill versus Eddie Kingston. My thing about it, I think Eddie Kingston, since he is returning, he's going to win this match. Big Bill, why can't you push Big Bill? Meaning, I'm not saying, hey, put the championship on him and everyone else. I'm just saying I hate, that name, Big Bill. I don't like that name. But why not make him a star? Not when I say star, make him push him as a monster. The guy is big. I like his work in the ring. He's not bad at all. On the mic, that corny, phony stuff, I'm not a fan of. We need to see a more serious side. And if he can't do that, give him a manager, someone who's going to speak for him and someone who's serious and not like a goofball. But Big Bill, why not push him? You have in AEW, they need monsters. They need big guys as well. So I don't really get that. I don't understand the booking. And I don't think that they would surprise us by having Eddie Kingston lose his first match back in AEW. So it doesn't make any sense to me. Why, you have a guy like Big Bill, the look that he has, push the guy, make him a monster, make him, some kind of, attraction. That's what I think that should be the case. All right, then right here, I don't know what's going on with this, but this is a fatal 4-way ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. All right, so we got Brodito versus the Young Bucks versus Jet Speed versus Jet Speed. That's Jet Speed versus Don Callis family. I think Brodito. I think they are going to retain their champ. I think they're going to retain their titles. That fatal 4-way match. When did they? I guess they have been talking about this. I almost forgot about it. So yeah, Brodito, they are going to retain their championships or the championship. I feel like with this card, 13 matches. I feel like that's I know this is AEW All Out. It's a big pay-per-view for AEW. I get that. I feel like this they could have cut this down to 10 matches. Because I know they're going to get some of these matches, they're going to give them some time, for some of these matches. But I feel like 10 matches, that's a good, for a big pay-per-view, 10 matches is fine. Once you go over 11, like even if they wanted to do 11, I would have been fine with that. But once you go over 11 or 8, 10 matches, that's just solid. 10 matches, it should always be 10 matches or whatever. 8 to 10 matches. I like that range. The thing with AEW, with their shows, they do too many matches. and then they have 7 matches, at least maybe 5 or 6 matches that go on too long. They don't know how to end matches. And then with WWE, you only get 5 matches sometimes, 6 matches if you're lucky. And then with WWE, long entrances, and then you have the highlight packages and all that just drags, the show, they drag the show while doing that. So I feel like with AEW in WWE, 8 to 10, or even I'll even say 7 to 10. Me and these matches. So anyway, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I hope that this is a good show. I hope that this is not a 6 hour show because it definitely has the potential of being a 6 hour show. So we shall see. And I wonder, like, some of these matches, I wonder if they're going to be on the like, I'm just thinking now, maybe some of these matches that I, I guess, reviewed or discussed, I wonder if some of these matches are going to be on the pre-show. I actually need to look into that because I think that's probably the case. All right, please take care and have a good one.